everyone, welcome to the FMV Archive, and today we are going to review the September 2025 release game Blippo TV. Blippo TV is released on Nintendo Switch, Steam, and Playdate. This is a game where you watch TD, or PD as they call it, and you watch Blippo Network, which is kind of the Blippo-verse of this kind of subversive, weird, cable access-y type of TV shows. Sure, we've seen it before, but have we seen it before where a scientist talks to a brain of an old dead person? I don't think so. This is a full development team. A lot of different people involved with this one, kind of each taking different types of channels over on Blippo TV. You have, I'm going to read them off here, Noble Robot, Telefantasy Studios, Yacht. I thought Guy Caballero was going to run out here. SCTV fans will remember that one. It kind of has a vibe of that, to be honest with you, and the time period down. Definitely artists that worked on this one here. Definitely not video game programmers, I would say. Maybe they are, who knows, but definitely artist type of people went into this because it definitely has a look and feel and vibe to the whole thing. Let's get right into it with our 10-point system of figuring out whether this is something you should be adding to your Switch, Steam, library, or even buying that little Playdate thing that they're selling. Number 10, look and graphics. It looks absolutely amazing. When you go on their website, they said they were trying to kind of re-inspire the old cable access TV shows. You know, think Mark Gormley. He could definitely have a channel on Blippo TV. There's irreverent, weird type of things on here. There's a station where they just fill up a glass with Coca-Cola or seltzer water, and you just see the bubbles going up. There's a station with just static on it. There's a whole bunch of weird stuff on there. If you like weird, I think you'll like this game. The look is amazing. Can't get better for what they were trying to do. The lighting is also great, and the music video is really good on those. 10 out of 10 for the look and graphics. Number 2, gameplay. This is a game where you watch television. Yes, that's what you do. That is all you do. You flip the stations at your own leisure, just like you were sitting at home. If you remember, kids, all the way back, there used to be stations with numbers on them, and you'd type in 2, 4, 11, 53, 22, and you'd go to those stations. Now you really don't have that anymore, but that's what you do on this. You're just going through stations. I think they chose this format because it makes a lot more sense for the kind of comedy and kind of irreverence where they're going here. There are a couple things. The more videos you watch, the more that you unlock. Again, if you're going through different days, essentially. I think the way I played several hours of it, every hour I watched, I think I unlocked like a new package, and you got either a new station or some new programming. Again, this really isn't a game, but what they have there does make it gamey-like, so I'll give it a 6 for gameplay, even though this is not your typical game. You're literally just watching TV. Number 3, what is the story of this? Well, there are tons of different stories, because there are sitcoms on here, there are kind of face-to-face interviews, there are weird, I don't know what's in here, there's news segments, there's a little bit of everything. In the story, this is not like Not for Broadcast, where there's kind of a through-line story on this one. This is just chopped up little scenes. Now, there is a little bit of through-line, like you will get the guy from Worf's Tavern to do an interview on one of the interview shows, and you can also watch a sitcom on there. These are just little vignettes that you're watching, just like you're watching regular TV. Everything is played straight. This is not for laughs. I'd say some of the stuff is even anti-comedy, so some people will love it, some people will hate it. 6 overall for the story. Number 4, the dialogue. How is the writing in this one? It is on point. This captures the public access type of stuff. It really reminds me of the sitcoms on there, especially if you remember Small Wonder with Vicky, the girl robot. I'm going way back, kids, on that one. If you liked that show, all the sitcom-y stuff they had on there really reminded me of that. Dialogue is cheesy, but in the right way. Pretty good on the dialogue. Can't complain. 10 out of 10 for the dialogue. Number 5, the consequences of your decisions. Does it matter what channels you watch? Well, yeah, because you might miss something else, like when you're watching real TV, but there isn't really, you know, any story path that you're gonna miss. They said all the things that I unlocked seem to be time-based. I watched so many things. Maybe it was flipping the channels. I can't really tell. The consequences really didn't matter. The only thing that matters is you might miss something. So I'm just gonna give it a 3 out of 10 for the consequences. Not that type of game. Number 6, the acting. It is hard to act poorly, to act like you're not a very good actor, which is what these people are acting like. You can tell there's definitely improv people here. People have been trained in improv that do this, and it comes off really well. It's played straight. It is what it is. It looks and feels like cable access all the way through. The music videos are very entertaining. They're very, they're funny. They're good. They're silly. Again, played straight the whole time. Acting, 9 out of 10. 7, direction and cinematography. What's the camera work look like on this? A lot of green screen. Okay, a lot of it. And I know why they did that. One one, it's cheaper. Two, a lot of cable access in the back of the day used that, but I would have liked a little bit of crappier interview station setup. I know they use a lot of black in the background so you can't see it, which they did a lot in the late 80s, early 90s, I get it, but I would have liked a little bit more thought into the set design for it. I think that might have made it look a little bit better, a little bit more authentic. Direction and cinematography is pretty darn good, 8 overall for that. Number 8, music. The only real comparison I have here for kind of weird, goofy music is Not for Broadcast, where they have kind of full musical scores in there. And Not for Broadcast, the one thing I do like about that comparative to this one, there's some gameplay to it, but again, it's a different game. There's a through line through the story there, but the music that was in there I liked better because it told a story. It's still pretty goofy, still pretty funny. The dancing's funny. The music's pretty good. Could be a little, like I said, I'm comparing it to Not for Broadcast, which is pretty darn excellent. 7 overall for the music. Number 9, Inventiveness. That little yellow thing, I'll put a picture of it up here. You can buy it off of their website. That is completely inventive, and I really like somebody actually thought this thing out well the whole way through. Nothing like this. Mad TV, back in the 90s, it was a video game where you're kind of more of a producer for the show. More recently, Not for Broadcast, but you're kind of controlling the show here too. This you're just watching, which I don't think I've ever seen really anything like this. Most of these videos today would end up on TikTok, they would end up on YouTube, but they chose a totally different platform for this to take it to gaming systems. Thumbs up to that. That's completely inventive. Nobody else is doing that. I really appreciate it. The play date is cool, but the collaboration of artists is cool also. They have a lot of different people working on this. There's a lot of different actors with their own different talents, and they all seem to do them really well. Inventiveness has to be a 10 heck an 11 out of 10. It's so great. This is totally different from anything else you're going to play. Number 10, fun. How much fun is the game? Well, this is where it's going to rub some people the wrong way. Some people are going to absolutely love this and think this is incredibly cool, and some people are going to, like, I was already reading some of the forums, and it's just, is this it? I just watch it? Yes, that is it. You just watch it. It is just you watching clips of really weird, irreverent type things going on, and actors portraying those weird things pretty darn well. I had fun playing it. 6 overall. Don't know how many times I'm going to go back to this. Might go back to it after a year or something and see what I missed, but pretty darn good. That gives us to a final score of 73, but our final verdict, is this one that you should be adding? I said it a little bit with the fun. Some people are going to love this. If you are a this is it, not going to love it. But if you want something weird, if you want something wacky, if you like a little bit of Midwestern humor, I think you'll appreciate this. If you really like Not for Broadcast, where you're controlling everything, this is not it. Do not get it if you just like Not for Broadcast, but you like the control aspect of it. What I will encourage you to do is, if you think you might like this game, buy it, because you need to support these indie developers with really independently cool, weird ideas, or people won't do cool, weird ideas. You're just going to get AI-created walking simulations that suck and have no life to them. So support these people just by buying it, just so they make other weird stuff like this. That said, we hope you enjoyed this one. If you can simulate your hand over to the subscribe button, we'd appreciate it, and also hit the like button so we can give you more FMV archive information. Thank you. Have a great one.